Number 14. A teacher gave Greg, Brian, Kelly, and Lakita 1/2 sheet of butcher paper to share. If the students divide the paper equally, how much paper will each student have? Well, we started off with 1/2 sheet of butcher paper, and we need to divide it equally among Greg. Oops. Let me get my little pen. Among Greg, Brian, Kelly, and Lakita. That's 4 people. So, with extra workspace, we need to take 1/2 divided by 4. We can't just leave our 4 alone. We need to put it in fraction form. So we put it over 1. Now, we have not had our big lesson on dividing fractions, so we need to ensure that we remember our mini lesson of keep, just keep our first fraction, change our operation to multiplication, and flip our second fraction to 1/4. That becomes 1 times 1, which is 1, 2 times 4, which is 8, and everybody would get 1/8 sheet. Number 15. A geologist found more than 900 kilograms of hematite while searching for minerals in the mountains. Which could be the exact amount of hematite the geologist found? Number 16. Which diagram shows a set and a subset that is not correct? We have quadrilaterals and trapezoids, which a quadrilateral is a 4-sided figure, and trapezoids are 4-sided within it. So they are indeed quadrilaterals. H, we have polygons, which is any figure that is a closed object and more than 3 sides. And we have quadrilaterals within it, which is indeed a polygon. We have G, which is trapezoids. I like to describe a trapezoid as a 4-sided figure, a quadrilateral, that has 1 pair of parallel sides. And then it says a triangle is a type of trapezoid. I don't know that that is accurate. J, we have rectangle as the big superset, and then rhombus, which is the subset. And it's saying the square is both a rectangle and a rhombus, which this is true. So you make your decision as to which one is inaccurate. Number 17. The rectangular prism shown below has a volume of 54 cubic units. They gave us our volume. In units, what is the perimeter of the shaded face of the prism? Okay, so we've gone a little bit through volume. We know volume equals length times width times height. We can see that on our mathematics chart or our reference materials. And it asks for the perimeter of the shaded face of the prism. Well, knowing that perimeter is all of the outer edge of this, and seeing that this is a rectangular prism, I know that the height is 3. It doesn't change. But I'm not sure what my length is here. Given the fact that I know that I have 3, I can fill in my height for the volume. Okay, seeing also that I have the width as 3 because that was given to me, then I know so far I have 9. I can kind of think of 9 times what would give me a volume of 54. Knowing my facts, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, I know that 9 times 6 is 54. Now, what is the perimeter of the face of the prism? Well, I've got to go in and fill that the length is 6 on both sides of this rectangle. So I know 6 plus 6 is 12. 3 plus 3 is 6. So 12 plus 6 is 18. Number 18. Customers receive 1/2 ounce of candy free with every purchase of Katie's candy. Katie will complete the table shown below, the actual numbers of ounces of candy a customer gets for buying 2, 4, 6, or 8 ounces of candy. Okay, they receive 1/2 ounce of candy free with every purchase. Which graph shows the ordered pairs that would appear in the completed table? Number 19. Delphina's portable radio can operate for 7 1/1500 hours on one 9-volt battery. If Delphina has 8 new batteries, how many hours can she operate the radio? Number 20. The table shows the mass and number of apples in a basket. 1/10 of a kilogram has 5, 10, 15, 20, 23. And 2/10 kilograms has 5, 10, 12. What is the total mass of the apples that have a mass of 2/10 kilograms? Number 21. Maureen sent 7 text messages. Parker sent 8 text messages. Catherine sent 5 times as many text messages as Maureen and Parker combined. Which expression represents the number of text messages Catherine sent? Number 22. A rectangular prism is partially filled with 1 centimeter cubes as shown here. What is the volume of the prism in cubic centimeters? Remember, we've gone through volume just a little bit, and volume equals length times width times height in following our formula. We've been given a length here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just because you can't see this one doesn't mean it doesn't exist. We have a length of 10. Our width, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A width of 5 and a height of 1, 2, 3. 10 times 5 is 50. 50 times 3. What is that? Number 23. Reshay drew the models shown here. What does the model represent? A. 4 times 1/3 is 12/3. B. 4 divided by 1/3 is 12. C. 4 minus 1/3 is 3/3. Or D. 4 plus 3/3 is 7. I always like to see the fact that they gave me a total here. Just 4. These dotted lines represented here, these hash marks, show us that this is broken down into basically thirds. Each of these whole numbers, all 4 of them, are represented by being broken down into thirds. There is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 here represented from 4 being broken down into thirds. Number 24. Tristan's pen is 2/3 foot long. His pencil is 5/12 foot long. In feet, what is the combined length of the pen and pencil? Number 25. Mr. Hilton received 48 boxes of freight at his warehouse. The total weight of the boxes was 9,984 pounds. If each box was the same weight, what was the weight of each box in pounds? Number 26. Patricia jogged a total distance of 24 kilometers on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. She jogged 6 kilometers on Monday and 9 kilometers on Tuesday. Which equation can be used to represent this situation where W is the distance she jogged on Wednesday?